Or we up. Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? How y'all doing today, man? How y'all feeling, bro? How y'all feeling today? All right, we're back here with another banger reaction. All right, back here with another banger reaction. And this video is it was made by Omeezy. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And the name of the title of the video is Streamer University is not what people think it is. Now, as for my own personal thoughts on Streamer University, with the draft, right? With the draft, me personally, I didn't apply for Streamer University. Mainly because of the fact that Streamer University, like Kai made it explicitly clear that it's for 18 over. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not 18 over. I'm 17 right now, right? But here's how I feel about Streamer University. Streamer University draft night, right? Like, it's one of those things where, like, I feel like everybody who got in didn't deserve to get in, and everybody who didn't get in, like, some people who didn't get in really deserve to get in. And then me personally, that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard somebody say, like, hey man, there was somebody in there who only streamed once this entire year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, at that point, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, there was a couple people in there who didn't deserve to get in that got in. And it's like, I feel like, the main point is the main reason why they got it in the first place is because, they famous or had some sort of notoriety or, would help boost Streamer University as a whole. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, to all those people who got in, who is actually, putting in, putting in work, putting belt, congratulations, you deserve to get in. But there are some people in the lineup for Streamer University that I feel like didn't deserve to get in. And, that's just being real. But without further ado, man, we about to react to this video. Streamer University is not what people think it is. If you guys do enjoy reactions like this, please leave a like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? You might as well comment as well, right? And, as for live streaming, I'm live at like around 7:30, 4 nights of the week, all right? I'm thinking about doing Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday and Friday. I'm not able to do Wednesday. I'm not able to do Saturday or Sunday. But it's liable to change though. But I'll let you guys know though. All right, bro. Let's get into the reaction. Let's go.
Here we go again.
What a genuine genius this guy is. Just literally getting everyone else in the world, all the other creators in the world, to be doing his freaking bidding for him and his advertising for him. And then you know who he picks? All the biggest creators. All the FaZe, all the that new Como house, all the AMP. He just a sketch.
Right on cue after the announcement of the participants.
First of all, bro, man, you speaking a little bit too fast there, bro. You speaking a little bit too fast, gang. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You need to slow it down. Just slow it down. Slow it down a little bit, but slow it down. Slow it down.
Streamer University, we have think piece after think piece about who belongs and who doesn't. People are criticizing Kai Cenat, saying that there's nothing but BBL women in there, there's nothing but friends in there, there's nothing but celebrities in there, and there's nothing but big streamers in there. And to be honest with you, this is something that Kai Cenat called almost verbatim that people will be criticizing him for.
A lot of niggas about to hate me after this, whether it's good or bad, whatever it is. A lot of niggas are going to hate me. Yeah. I can see the TikTok think pieces already. We don't get accepted. We didn't get accepted.
And I guess if you look at the biggest names on the roster, then maybe I could understand how some people are getting to these conclusions, but honestly, they are wrong. Not only are you seeing
Yana J is like somebody who I think really deserves to get in. You know what I'm saying? 2020, yeah, she was like 2025 alumni, right? Yana J is somebody who did deserve to get in. I ain't gonna hold you, man. She took Streamer University and absolutely blew, like her popularity, man. Like, she skyrocketed, gang. Yana J, like, she skyrocketed, gang. She put, hey, man, she's one of those creators, man. Like, she put belt. I ain't gonna hold you though. She took what Streamer University gave her and, like, she used that to, like, absolutely blow up as just, like, you know what I'm saying, just, like, as as a creator, as a streamer, as all that game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yana J did deserve to get in. But like this dude said, there was a couple people in there that was there was a couple sneaks. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not. Like I said, I ain't saying no words, gang. I ain't saying no words. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak on people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no names, gang. I'm not saying no names. But all I'm gonna say is there was a couple sneaks. There was a couple sneaks. Let's continue.
Celebrities, but you're seeing big streamers, professors, people who have already had motion. But when you start to break down the numbers as to who is in streaming university, you realize that, I ain't gonna lie, people are turning a blind eye to the reality of the fact, and it's probably based on the fact that they are jealous that they didn't get in. It seems as though the backlash is misguided. It's never supposed to be let anybody in university. So I think we need to break down who got into streamer university and why people are hating so much. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. If you
am I already subscribed? I'm already subscribed, bro. Come on, gang.
subscribe, I'm gonna let you into Omizi University, except for the freak balls. Some of the freak balls, y'all can't be here. Now back into the video.
Streamer University, is it not for streamers trying to make it? You're bringing millionaires into the team.
Chill, bruv. Chill, bruv. Chill, bruv. Chill, gang. Chill, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. The accent is strong with this one, bro. The accent is strong with this one.
What does he need this for?
It's my...
Oh, he did. Oh, he had to mute it.
AI agents. Well, hey, don't be scared.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm genuinely not trying to hear that. Is the whole part muted or? Okay, we might have to.
Oh, brother.
Okay, I was about to say we might have to skip 5 seconds.
In the aftermath of Streamer University's acceptance list, I've had to have my ear yapped off by nonsensical content creators, streamers, Twitter people, Instagram people about their think pieces and theories as to why there are so many celebrities and big name streamers in Streamer University.
Bro. I don't think people are getting the point of Streamer University, gang. Why are there so many big people and celebrities in Streamer University? I don't think people get the fact that nobody would tune into Streamer University like that if it was all no-name people. If it was all people with like 10 people watching minimum, nobody would get discovered. Why? Because there's no big creators that the smaller creators can collab with and get the viewers from their streams. I don't think people get that the reason why there's so many big name people, so many celebrities in Streamer University is so that the smaller creators can go on a larger creators platform and draw in viewers from their audience. Are you kidding me? It would be hard to discover anybody if everybody in Streamer University was only averaging like 50 viewers. Because then you have thousands of people trying to tune in into Streamer University and be like, man, whose stream should I watch? 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 There's going to be some people in that majority that's going to get ignored, that are genuinely talented, that genuinely want it, because people don't know what stream to tune into. But now... But the reason why there's so many big name creators, big name celebrities, this, that, and the third, is because it's the fact that the smaller creators can collab with the larger creators, can get on their platform, can get on, you know what I'm saying, on you know, on their channel, on their Twitch, on their whatever, and start to draw on viewers. If you're a smaller creator in Streamer University, if you're not utilizing the fact that you could be on somebody's platform with over 50,000 viewers, gang, then you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. And if you can't even see that, then you really didn't deserve to be in Streamer University in the first place. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you though. But like I said, there's some people that I was personally rooting for that didn't get in. unfortunately. But you know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like a whole lot of these complaints are like they don't have reason to them. Now, can you say that there's some celebrities and some people who got in streaming university who wasn't consistent, who wasn't really put in, you know what I'm saying, working like that? Yes, you can. But you can't diss Kai for the fact that there's so many big name people in streaming university, because the reason why streaming university is even a thing in the first place is so that the smaller creators can network with the bigger creators.
This tweet says, I'm not gonna lie, Kai only picked like max 5 people who were affiliates or had a low following. Not speaking for myself, by the way, I'm partner. Everybody else was either partnered or super known already. It was damn near 90% women also. This other tweet says, that's a damn shame Kai Cenat had all those people apply and come to streaming university, only for him to choose streamers that are already well known. What was the point of acting like you were trying to find new raw talent if the talent is already famous people? Boy, confirmation bias is for some of these people. Look, if you only...
Hey, listen, but if these people got in streaming university, they wouldn't be complaining. They wouldn't be complaining. They wouldn't be complaining if they got in streaming university, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. They wouldn't be complaining though. But hey, because I didn't get in, I'm gonna find a way to complain. Because I didn't get in, I'm gonna find a way to complain. And you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is turning into yapping video. I ain't gonna lie, 11. This video is already like 12 minutes long, gang, and we've only watched 2 minutes of the actual video. But I really gotta yap. I really gotta let my thoughts off on this one. You guys, and you know, apparently some people like me yapping. All right. If you don't, man, I read you the video title. You can click off this video and you can go watch that video, gang. I really don't care. But there are so many people who are complaining about streaming university that they are not taking advantage of the fact that, like there's so many people that are complaining about, oh man, why did I get in? Why did I get in? Why did Kai only choose famous people? Bro, listen. This is what separates the truly hungry creators from the ones that is just doing it for the fame. The ones that's just doing it for the money. This is what separates the truly hungry creators from the ones that just want that just want it because they don't want to say, oh man, I'm a streamer. Listen, I'm not complaining, even though, you know what I'm saying, even though I didn't apply for streaming university in the first place, right? I'm not complaining. You know why? Listen to this right here, right? There are so many people that are going to be in streaming university that are not going to take advantage of the fact that they're in streaming university. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being on the real. Not everybody who is in streaming university 2025 changed their life, man. Is that disappointing? Yes, that is. But that's just a simple matter of fact. Kai Cenat gave you a chance. He gave you an opportunity. For the people in 2025 that didn't take hold of the opportunity, they didn't take hold of the opportunity. They didn't network. They didn't, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. They didn't, you know what I'm saying, they was too scared. They was too scared. Or maybe it was the fact that they was too scared. They was too lazy. The people who are complaining now about streaming university is the exact people that I didn't want to see get in. You know why? Because a truly hungry creator, a creator who truly wants it, would take this as motivation and be like, okay, even though I didn't get into streaming university, you know what I can do? I can react to streaming university. Me personally, if I was, yo, you not seeing the vision. If I was in your shoes, if I applied for streaming university and I didn't get in, right? Let's just say if I did apply, right? And I didn't get in. From July 15th to July, I think he said July 15th to July 20th. Do you not realize that that is literally content farm after content farm after content farm after content farm? I would be starting every single stream under the category Streamer University, and I would be reacting to people in Streamer University. That's just content, gang. That's content. But instead, no, people want to complain. People want to complain about, oh man, why, woe is me, man. Why didn't I get in? Why didn't you didn't deserve to get in? Respectfully. And I bet half of the people complaining are people that only started streaming because of Streaming University. Like they thought they was actually going to get in. Come on, gang. Come on, bro.
Look at the most recognizable names. It can feel like only the big creators got in, the small creators got pushed to the side. And when people see celebrities, big streamers, and professors all on the same roster, it makes the whole thing...
All people that, and reminder that this is all people that the smaller creators can collab with and can collaborate and network with. Come on, gang.
Feel more exclusive than it actually is. Honestly, this is where the backlash becomes misleading to me. People are reacting to the names that they recognize and not the full roster.
Did Kai Cenat want to know someone's criminal past? Search.
No words.
Small streamers. 40% of the streamers that got accepted averaged 1 to 150 viewers per stream. So to me, I consider these the small streamers, and they made up 40% of the acceptance rate. Now, from all the people who averaged 0 to 150 viewers, 16 people got accepted, averaging less than 25 viewers per stream. Now, these are people who were super consistent. They have been streaming for weeks, months, maybe even years, and they haven't been getting much love. So the really small streamers are pretty well represented here.
Now, shouts out to that guy who put together that comprehensive video about the data behind who got into Streamer University and who didn't, because he confirmed what I felt as I watched the Streamer University announcement list live. 40%.
I didn't recognize those names. I ain't gonna hold you.
Of accepted streamers had between 1 and 150 viewers. Now, in the grand scheme of it all, that's decently sized, but nobody would say that that's a big streamer. 18% had 150 to 500 viewers. 17.5% are non-streamers and people who only started streaming recently. That's 76%. That's more than 3/4 of the streamers being what we would call smaller streamers or just non-streamers at all. Only 4.2% of the people that made it were people who averaged 10,000 or more viewers. And I felt the same exact way when I was watching it in real time, looking up people go from 1 live viewer to 20,000 live viewers. So this idea that Kai Cenat accepted just the biggest names in the content creation space, the massive streamers only, that's just not true.
That's not true.
Have the big
Come on, man.
Celebrities and bigger streamers involved, which we'll get into a little bit later.
Dude, like what? Let me not be too loud. Let me not be too loud. But I'm sorry, but it just brings me to a level of anger that is indescribable when I see people aren't constantly complaining about why is this not working? You know what I'm saying? Well, why is this person and why is that person and he's only accepting big streamers, only accepting big celebrities to network. People nowadays act like they don't have common sense. The main point of Streaming University is for smaller creators to network with bigger creators. And if there are no bigger creators, who are they going to network with? With each other?
Later, but a lot of the backlash is based on people reacting to those names that are huge and not recognizing the full picture. They can't see the forest for the trees. Is that it? I think I said it right this time. I don't know. But once the data shows that there are small creators, the argument then transitions to why not pick even more unknown people? That's where people are forgetting about the auditions.
Every time you with that guy lose, I'm the one that got to pay for it. But he the one who think he the man in Compton, because he is. Now you going to get off his corner? You going to let his people be? Or by all means, you're going to have to find a new plug. You don't mean that shit. The f I don't. I built this shit. Me, brick by brick. And I refuse for you to tear it down because you don't like the way another talk. How you doing, Kyle?
You did that.
You see, this is the part where most people are forgetting. You didn't need some sort of big platform to get Kai Cenat's attention. You didn't need a huge social media presence. The auditions were the opportunity for you to show your personality, talent, confidence, or something memorable. The big guy who performed the snowfall scene and the guy who arrested Kai Cenat, which I thought was the most funniest thing in the world, are perfect examples of these.
For here from the Amos Department of Corrections, can you kindly stand up for me? We're here to issue you a few citations. So you have 2 options. We're going to offer you 2 deals. I need you to hire hire me as the hall monitor for Streamer University. As you can see, I'm very competent at my job, and I've been doing this for a very long time. So that's one way to go, or you'll be apprehended at the scene as we speak.
Okay, I can't accept now.
They didn't ask Kai Cenat for a chance. They used the moment to show presence. And for the big guy specifically, that helped him get in. There has to be some sort of baseline in these auditions. Streamer University just can't accept anybody in because they wanted badly. Hell, everybody in that line wanted it badly. But as somebody who was a part of the Atlanta auditions, think about if Kai Cenat let all 2,200 of those people in, 2,200 people from the New York one, 2,200 from the LA. At some point, come on guys, I don't know what people are expecting. This one
Right.
Mermaid sums up the audition process, because I know people thought that was also a waste of time. See, this type of thinking is what I hate. It's not a waste at all. Being a streamer is literally putting yourself out there for opportunities. Most people don't even have that courage to do so and want to take that leap of faith to try. Showing up in and of itself was an
showing up to streamer auditions and you know, that's really crazy, but showing up to streamer auditions was literally, like, I would say the streamer auditions, it's a tryout. You know what I'm saying? Kai Cenat is trying to get to know these people in person. Kai Cenat, he's trying to get to know these streamers in person, and I really think it's unfair to judge the auditions as, like, you know, they were a waste of time or whatever. When, listen, even if you didn't get the chance to meet Kai Cenat, you were around a space where you were around all these creators, all these streamers. You should have. And this is me personally. If you was in that line, you should have talked with other creators. You should have talked with other streamers. You should have. You should have been talking. Ain't no way you gonna have all these separate streamers, all with their separate cameraman, all outside, you know what I'm saying, all outside the building, all trying to audition, all trying to do, you know what I'm saying, do this, that, and the third. And you as a streamer is not going to network with these people. Like the post said, being a streamer is all about putting yourself out there. If you're not putting yourself out there, then guess what? You ain't getting noticed by nobody.
Opportunity for you to get content, for you to get visibility, and for you to network and create some type of experience. I know a lot of people saw an influx in viewership, whether it be on their short form content, their long form content, their live stream, just because they were doing, saying, or being around Streamer University. And at the end of the day, this is literally what being a content creator is about. Putting yourself out there in a safe and respectful way of yourself and others, but just getting out there and experiencing something totally different and new. And this is where the conversation for a lot of these people who didn't get in and are upset today gets a little uncomfortable, because they felt like they were a small streamer and Kai Cenat's not letting small streamers in. Small streamer doesn't just mean a random person who deserves some sort of chance. Small streamer means somebody who has proven something but just doesn't have the viewership yet.
I'm fucking trans, bro. I'll be transitioning OD. I was on TikTok live with all girls, then I went to Twitch, and then I had no views. Then I built up an all guys, all dudes, and I started doing girl content, Risen. I blew up with that. The only people who consistently grow in content creation and social media are the people who can transition. If you can't transition, your career lifespan is gonna be.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Listen, that first sentence caught me off guard, but he's speaking facts.
Way more shorter.
This is where,
if you're so profitable, why do you sell?
Bro, can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop with the ass? Can you stop with the ass, bro? Please. Please, please.
Confused being small with unqualified. A creator can average under 500 viewers and still have years, and I do mean years, of experience. They can have clips, community, editing reps, personality, and real content identity. Brayden is a good example of that. He started in short form, then moved to the IRL streaming with the girls, and then realized, hey, he's not gonna build a real community doing that, so then he shifted towards more of the personality being the product. This is the type of creator that Streamer University makes sense for. Not someone who magically becomes a creator overnight. Somebody who's been trying, adjusting, failing, and trying to figure out exactly what their content is. Even when I go and look for somebody who is going to be an undiscovered streamer or a next big content creator, I look at their entire scope, not just what you did in a year, but do you really understand the process? Did you hop into 2K and then switch from gaming to something more IRL? Did you do some talking head videos? Have you gone through all of these different things to understand what works and what doesn't work in multiple niches? And then once once you understand that, you can make anything work, to be quite honest with you. And if you look at that, that's consistent about all the big streamers and content creators across the internet. Hell, even Kai Cenat went from gaming to pranks to stories to what he is now. And that path that he's got makes Kai Cenat one of the best A&Rs in the business. He's really got an eye for talent.
Kai Cenat put me on to Speed, actually. First time I watched Speed was when I was in the AMP house, and Speed was barking in his room and he was sweating, and I think he just hit 1 million subs. And Kai Cenat said, nah, Speed is up next. And I'm like, what? What is this? He's just some barking in his room, shirtless, sweaty. He's like, nah, he got it. Look where Speed is now, bro. And Kai Cenat was right. He has an eye for talent. That's why the Stream University is so cool.
Kai isn't just looking at numbers. He's looking for presence, moments, personalities, and people who can actually handle attention. But even if Kai has an eye for talent, Stream University...
I would say honestly, man, I would say, man, I show Speed is even big. I show Speed is bigger than Kai Cenat now. I show Speed is bigger than Kai Cenat now. I'm being real. Yeah, being real, man. So, hey, man, that prediction Kai Cenat made, man, he was right on the money. Right on the money.
University is still not just a charity event. It's also a live stream event. And that means that the roster needs some sort of balance.
It is a business. And the type of people that were picked for that streaming university, you could tell the catalog, the type of people that they pick. And it's no hard feelings against them. It's just a vibe, the energy that he going for with the 2026 class. It's like obvious, you could see. I kind of feel that sentiment, like, yeah, it shouldn't be people that are Twitch partner picked or people that already have some motion pick. But again, like, game is game. That's just simply how this always been.
I think that a lot of people don't understand that at the end of the day, there has to be some sort of balance that goes into all of this. Naturally,
right.
That can't have all big names and all big streamers. You can't have all women. You can't have all men. You can't have all small streamers. There has to be some sort of balance. So when I listen to some of these criticisms of people when they talk about Stream University, I just feel as though they're not hitting the nail on the head. They're not seeing the forest for the trees.
Kai Cenat, we're not watching that bullshit. We're not watching Celebrity University. Why the f is Lizzo's, Geo? Like, what the f are you doing, my nigga?
Dream Dog? I just want to give a message to all those people out there that went and lined up. What you need to work on is your clout. Get your clout up. Don't look for Stream University to be the thing that catapults you. If you haven't noticed, it's mainly Kai Cenat bringing in people who got clout and a bunch of females who got semi-clout.
If Kai Cenat was to fill it with all the big names in the world, it would feel more like an award show as opposed to something that is real and authentic, which is the basis and foundation of streaming. If you were to fill it all with women, it would feel like some sort of OnlyFans event. If you filled it with just the bros, it would feel like a sausage party. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to see that. And if you was to fill it with all small streamers, I'm telling y'all, working in this industry before, I have had so many issues with just working with just smaller streamers. It's actually crazy. Not that there's anything inherently bad with them. It's just that they're not there yet. The audience still needs storylines. The stream still needs recognizable faces. The professors need some sort of experience to bring attention and structure. The mid-level creators bring momentum, and the smaller creators bring discovery. That's the mix right there. Streaming University is not just who deserves it the most. It's also who creates the moments, who can bring the audience, who can teach, who can network, and who can make the event entertaining. Now, does that mean the mix is always gonna be perfect? No. Some celebrity picks are fair to question. This one Twitter user asking, why is Lizzo here after she went from being a Grammy award-winning artist to where she is now is valid, but I think if you look at Lizzo's career and what's going on in her space, especially with the last albums, as it all makes sense to me. If you want to question a professor, I think that that's fine too. And some of the baddies may have gotten off of vibes and aura. Okay, fine. I want to ask, what would you do? A few questionable picks don't make the entire roster a scam. A lot of the anger feels like people turning rejection into proof that the whole thing was rigged. Some people are mad because they didn't get picked. Some people are mad because their favorite content creator didn't get picked. Some people are mad because they thought Streamer University was just going to be some sort of open door giveaway. But not getting accepted does not mean that the whole process was pointless. And it definitely doesn't mean that there should be no criteria at all. Look, Streamer University is not perfect. I promise you nothing in this world is. Kai can still be criticized for certain picks. But the whole idea that Streamer University is for...
And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That's facts, right? He can still be criticized for certain picks. You know what I'm saying? Kai Cenat can still be criticized for, you know what I'm saying? Kai Cenat can still be criticized for certain, you know, for some picks, because it's true, man. Not every single pick on Streamer University was perfect. Not every single pick on Streamer University felt deserved, you know, being on the real. But at the end of the day, you know, Streamer University, it's not fair to call Streamer University a scam just because of a few bad picks. You know what I'm saying? And that's really, at the end of the day, you know, Kai Cenat said that he's already going to be doing Streamer University 2027, Streamer University 2028. And at the end of the day, knowing how to... I'm trying to think. Knowing how to use this as motivation, knowing how to take advantage, and like the post said, putting yourself out there. As a content creator, you got to put yourself out there. You got to constantly find, you know what I'm saying? You got to constantly find people to collab with. You got to constantly find people to network with, interact with. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, you know, that's just a matter of fact of like, hey, man, not everybody is going to recognize that, though. Not everybody is going to recognize that, though, unfortunately.
Or big streamers.
This cookie dough parfait is my new favorite.
Yo, I'm gonna get an ad blocker, man. Cause I promise you, the next time I see an ad,
high protein snack, all things.
That does kind of look good though. I ain't gonna hold you though.
Being healthy and having a sweet tooth used to be.
I ain't gonna hold you though. What's this? Never mind.
Hard, but
and celebrities only, that's just not true. The roster has small, middle, new, big, and it has professors. The balance is the point. Look, I challenge people this weekend to go on Twitch, to go on Kick, to go on YouTube, to go on Rumble, to go on TikTok, whatever. Scroll down and look at the people who were on the smaller side that you felt like should have got in, or who criticized Kai Cenat for making a list. And then look at their content. And then look at how consistent they've been. And then ask yourself, is this person who is doing chess streams, who is very monotone, who's 67, do you think that they would fit in?
Let's start with the jokes, okay? Let's yo, I'm tired of hearing about that number. I'm being honest, bro. But I digress.
Streamer University. Do you think that this Instagram person who only has like 3 or 4 posts and they put in an application to Streamer, do you think that they deserve to be in Streamer University? This woman on Instagram said, at Kai Cenat, I thought Streamer University was meant for small creators who are trying to perfect their craft and grow, not people who are already famous and have millions of dollars in their bank accounts. I'm not even a streamer, and the choices made honestly upset me. It feels like a missed opportunity to give aspiring creators the exposure and guidance they actually need. If you ask me, this whole thing is a joke and a slap in these small creators' face who stood in line for hours. And when I scrolled down her page, I thought to myself, where do you fit in? Like, no disrespect and no shade to her, but like, you know, content creation is for everybody. Every facet of content creation is not for everybody. I just don't understand why people believe that Streamer University was supposed to be let everybody in university.
I can see the TikTok think pieces already.
It just doesn't make sense. Every school, institute, university, whatever you want to say, has some sort of criteria. There has to be a baseline. And the ones who are actually
right, and at the end of the day, Kai Cenat looked at the choices he made. Kai Cenat looked at these people and listen, you could have been considered for Streamer University, and then Kai Cenat looked at your consistency and like, why has this person not been live for the past 3 months? Why has this person only uploaded 1 video in the entire year? Why has this person only been consistent since I announced Streamer University? And then at the end of the day, man, you just didn't get in, though, you know?
For those opportunities, usually understand that. For those that didn't get in, like myself even, this isn't going to stop me.
He applied?
From creating content. This isn't gonna stop me from being consistent. It may change how I do content, right? Especially if that's my end goal and I want to get to that thing. I'm gonna study what's on this list. I'm going to study the trends that come up in the upcoming years, see who's hot, see who's not, all these different things, and then boom, make some pivots and decisions to fit my type of content better for that. But ultimately, I'm never gonna stop learning and stop growing as a content creator, and neither should you if that's what you truly want to be. But if it takes Kai Cenat to say like, yo, I'm about to do Streamer University, for you to start doing a bunch of content, get consistent, maybe post a couple.
Then at the end of the day, you didn't deserve to be in the Streamer University in the first place.
IG pics here and there or whatever, just to say that you're a small creator, then I'm gonna be honest with you, this probably isn't for you. Take this year to really reflect and be different. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in the same situation next year as you did this year. As Kai said, he's gonna do this forever. You'll be doing this forever.
Bet gang, W video, man. W video, like I say, man, if you guys enjoyed the reaction, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Support the original creator, Omeezy. I'm gonna like this video because, hey, man, this video is, you know, this video is perfect, man. Yo, what I said is exactly what this first is what this first what's it called is comment is, right? What people don't get is that you also need famous streamers to link up with. Now, here is a person with common sense. You know what I'm saying? Here's a person with common sense. Alright. Listen. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys enjoyed the reaction, I think I already said this, but like, comment, subscribe. Listen, I'm tired, man. And peace, man. Have a great day and God bless you.